Happy Friday! The Bulls pulled off a freaking miracle for a 2-1 winning day. We got a huge show for you today. Let's talk some basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I'm your host, Steven, and we are here to end the week strong, talking some more NBA basketball. It is time for the weekend. Hopefully, you guys had a good week. Hopefully, you have some good plans for this weekend. Me and my wife are going to a comedy show. Mr. Nate Bargatze. If you don't know who he is, I don't know how to help you guys. He is hilarious. He was on SNL. And also SNL is a comedian, but also he's on Netflix. You got to go check him out. He is so freaking funny. But anyway, side note, the NFL Championship video will be out soon, later on Friday afternoon, Friday evening. So stay tuned for that. We got three best bets as we break down the huge AFC and NFC title games. And then, quick reminder that I don't say enough. The Discord link is below. Come join us. It's free. You don't have to pay anything. It is free to join. Almost 3,000 people in there, and we talk sports all day. We just had a late night sweat session together over that Bulls game. We will talk about that in a bit, but that was absolutely insane. But it helped us get a 2-1 winning night finally, so that's nice. Dad jokes. I got two of them, and then we got a huge show for you, so we got to get going. So here we go. Dad joke number one. I couldn't figure out why the basketball kept getting larger and larger. Then it hit me. That's beautiful. This next one is Ryan's. Just saying. So if you don't like it, leave a comment below. Tell Ryan. Okay, here we go. Where is a basketball player's favorite place to eat? Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, I didn't hear anything. Sorry, Ryan. I heard no laughs. All right, we got a big show for you. Like I said, yesterday's recap will start us out, and then we talk the center position defenses that give up the most points, rebounds, and assists to the center position. And then we take a peek inside the lines and talk against the spread and over under teams this year. And then we got our best bets. And then, of course, we got that Friday parlay like we do every single week. And we wrap it all up with the bets recap. All right, hit that like button, leave a comment below. Help this channel grow as we are now on the way to 21,000 subscribers. I'm ready to roll. Let's talk some basketball. And it starts with the recap. All right, the only two winners were the two non-player prop bets. Just saying, 5-point teaser, Jazz minus 2.5. That was an easy peasy pumpkin squeezy win. And then the Bulls plus 10. I don't know what to tell you guys. First quarter, they were up one or down one. It was looking good. And then the second quarter and third quarter came, and they fell apart. They couldn't stop anybody. D'Angelo Russell was hitting three ball after three ball. And then they get it all the way down to 9 points when that buzzer goes off. Thank goodness the Lakers didn't take another shot at the end. And the Bulls lost by 9, and we get a winner. It was awesome. You know what? We deserve to catch a break. So that was a winner. Under 224 Nuggets, Knicks. It wasn't really that sweaty, to be honest with you. It kind of stayed at the same pace. Thanks to the Knicks, or thanks to the Nuggets not scoring pretty much any points at all. So we hit the under there. That was nice. And then this added play. Randall, 5+ assists. He gets it done. I don't know how many he ended up with, but he was a stud. Colin Sexton, 18+ points. And this is a reason why I'm starting to veer away from player props as we get close to the All-Star break. Not for the whole season or anything, but this is just weird, guys. There's so many ways you can lose a player prop, especially an over or a points prop. I took it all the way down to 18. I played it safe. He played 16 minutes out of absolute nowhere. It wasn't because it was a blowout. Yes, it was a blowout, and that did not help in the fourth quarter. But he played 7 minutes. He ended up playing 11 minutes by halftime. He played 7 minutes and then didn't get brought in again until like 4 minutes left in the second quarter. It was insane. The whole rotation was just play everybody. Sexton played 16 minutes. It was just absolutely bonkers to me. He scored 11 points, but you know what? He didn't get it done because he didn't play. Coach's decision, I guess. I guess he doesn't want Sexton to play many minutes. And that was coming off another game where they had a blowout and he didn't play a lot of minutes either because they were blowing him out, though. But he still played 20-something minutes. This was the third lowest minutes of the entire season for him, I believe. So no foul trouble, nothing like that. But either way, 2-1 winning night now, 106-98 on the year, up 7.53 units. Hopefully we can ride this momentum to a nice Friday and end the week strong. But before we get into all those best bets, we got to talk some centers. All right, the 10 teams on the left are giving up the most points to the center position in the last 15 days, and the only team even close or over 30 is the Charlotte Hornets. My goodness, they are number one by far, or dead last, however you look at it. And they are facing Alprin's Şengün of the Rockets, 25.1 points per game, And the only other matchup for Friday, at least, is the Blazers taking on Wembanyama, or as we like to call them now, Wet Bananas. 26.7 points per game, not bad in limited minutes, huh? But other than that, take a screenshot. These are the points per game. Hopefully, this can kind of help you in through the weekend, just like all our other ones did throughout this week. So let's go check out the rebounds now. And that's right, it's blank. We have zero matchups, guys. I'm sorry. It doesn't help you, at least today, but it will help you, this weekend. But it still could help you because some of these teams on the left are playing. You just got to see the matchup and things like that. But Gobert leading the league with 14.9 rebounds per game, just a monster. With Sabonis, Anthony Davis, and then Hartenstein, our boy Steiner, still battling a health issue, but he's hopefully coming back pretty soon for the Knicks. So, anyways, those are the rebounds. Let's go check out the final page with the assists. We got three matchups. And let me tell you, those arrows weren't easy today, guys. We had three arrows going down to the number 8, 9, and 10. Pacers taking on Yusuf Nurkic of the Suns. These are assists, so take them for what they are. But the Pistons are giving up a lot of assists, by the way, up there at number 1. But anyways, other matchup, Pelicans taking on Chet Holmgren and the Oklahoma City Thunder in what should be a great game between those two teams. And then the Bucks taking on Jared Allen and the Cavaliers for the 87th time in the last 2 weeks, it seems like. So, anyways, those are the matchups. Take a screenshot. Obviously, we got our boys Sabonis and Jokic up there leading the way with the most assists per game for the center position. And again, all this is in the last 15 days. So if you're new to the channel, we do a different position Monday through Friday every single week to help you guys out. So that's what we got. But before we get into those best bets, let's take a peek inside the lines. All right, here are the 10 best against the spread teams this season in the NBA. We try to do this every other week now. Thunder leading the way 29, 14, and 1. If you are new to this, the ATS plus minus, as you can see over there on the handy old glossary, ATS plus minus is the average amount of points that the team covers that spread by. So plus 5.5 means they're covering the spread by that additional 5.5 points, too. So they are just rolling right now. Orlando Magic 28 and 16, plus 1.8, so on and so on, all the way down to the number 10, which obviously gets to be kind of right in the middle, 23, 21, and 1 with the Chicago Bulls. But anyways, hopefully this helps you out, just gives you a rough idea how teams are doing against the spread and things like that. But let's check page number 2 out, and we got the over and under teams, the 10 best overs and the 10 best unders. 76ers now take over the number 1 spot as the over team, 27 and 16 to the over. And same thing with that total plus minus. They're going over that total by an average of that many points. Highest plus minus, Milwaukee Bucks 27-17, up 5.5 now, but they have a new head coach, so we'll see what happens there with good old Docky Boy. Then the Warriors, Spurs, Pistons, so on and so on. But then over there on the right, the best under teams. As you know, we just took the number 1 and number 4 under teams, took an under, and that hit nicely for us yesterday. But Nuggets, the defending champs, the number 1 under team right now, they're 18 and 28, which means 28 of their 46 have been to the under. Other than that, they're nothing huge over there. We know the Knicks are playing good defense. Grizzlies are really battling on the defensive end. Even without all those starters and everything, they are definitely playing hard on that defensive side. So, anyways, that's the against the spread and the over-under teams and a peek inside the lines. And now it is finally time for the best bets. This first game takes us out to Indiana. We got the Pacers hosting the Phoenix Suns. Suns minus 4.5. Over under in this game is 243. I'm not going to talk against the spread and all that. We just went over it. I'm going to get right into my best bet, and it's not a player prop again. Give me the Phoenix Suns minus 4.5 at minus 110 on DraftKings. I know I've trashed the Phoenix Suns this year, and deservingly so, I think. They just were not playing good basketball even when they were healthy. But they are starting to turn it around a little bit. So I like the Suns here to cover the 4.5. Since January 1st, which is all three of their big guys playing, and just the last 12 games, I think it is. Here's what the Suns have done, guys. They have the 5th best offensive rating in the NBA and the 9th best defensive rating in the NBA. So they're playing well on both sides of the ball. And then we go to the Pelicans, the Pacers side. They are going to be without Tyrese Halliburton. Without him this year, they're not as bad as I anticipated. They're 4-4 against the spread without Halliburton. But the Pacers are on a back-to-back. They just played last night at home. They're not traveling, but still, they played a long game with the Sixers and won that game. But on a back-to-back this year, the Pacers are 1-7 against the spread on that second night. So it's not pretty. I think we get some tired legs here, especially from a lot of guys that aren't used to playing a lot because Halliburton's out. We know Booker and KD, they can go off anytime. I mean, they really can. But a little secret weapon they have is this guy named Grayson Allen. We've talked about him before. He is shooting lights out. He is shooting almost 50% from three-point range. When you have to worry about a shooter like that who's just knocking down three after three while also trying to defend, double team, trap, do these different things with KD, Booker, and Bradley Beal will come into his zone as well. It's not easy. You still got Nurkic down low, so this team is starting to, I think, figure out the rotations a little bit, how they're playing. And then Grayson Allen just completely spreads the court. So I do like how they're playing. They're starting to live up to their expectation a little bit. I need to see it longer. But I'm going to take my chances here. Hopefully they don't let me down again. I backed them earlier this year, and they have let me down. But give me the Suns. They are in better form right now. They are the healthier team, and they are a team that is rested, not on a back-to-back like the Indiana Pacers. I think this is a small spread. So give me the Suns, -4.5 as my first best bet. All right, the second bet takes us out to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We got the Bucks hosting the Cleveland Cavaliers. Bucks -5.5, total 237 in this game. We're running it back, baby. That's right. Give me Jared Allen over 16.5 points at -115 on FanDuel. We bet this a couple days ago, and we're doing it again. Now, we know, and I know, that the line was 14.5 2 days ago. Now it's 16.5. I still like it, guys. He scored 21 points 2 days ago. I'm sorry for my voice going in and out, just battling this cold and whatever it is I have. But anyways, in the three games versus the Bucks, he scored 21, 21, and 30. I mean, he has gone over this by a lot, scoring 21 or more in every single game. You know what? I just love the shooting volume, to be honest with you. He's not just getting lucky or anything. There's some games he hasn't even shot that great, and he's still hitting 21 or more. He's taken 19, 15, and 17 shots for an average of 17 shots per game in those three games versus the Bucks. If he shoots 17 times a game, or in this game, I love my chances again, to be honest with you. In those three games versus the Bucks, he had 10 offensive rebounds, which a lot of those led to a putback or 2 more points, which always helps as well. I almost went with this 15 plus points. It's also a good two-leg parlay piece, but you know what? It's only down 2 points. To me, I was just like, let's just trust Jared Allen. Let's just do it. You got to trust the fro. And let's just hope it stays competitive. So the Cleveland game, last game against the Bucks, wasn't that competitive. They ended up cutting it down and only losing by 10, I think it was. But again, Allen put up 21 points in that game. So if you want to get a little risky, 20 plus points may not be a bad idea for a little sprinkle as well. If you want to get aggressive with it, obviously get good plus money and things like that. But anyways, we're going back to it. The points going up does not scare me off one bit. Give me Jared Allen over 16.5 points. And before we get to that Friday parlay, we got to talk some BetMGM. Time is running out, as you guys know, limited time only, and thanks to our partnership with OddsShopper, we can deliver this to you. New users for BetMGM, one of the best sportsbooks out there. All you have to do is bet $5 and you get $158 instantly in bonus bets and three different bets, 50, 50, and 58 for Super Bowl 58. It's a great deal. You got to click that link below, lead you to there. It only takes a couple minutes to get set up. And like I said, guys, go deposit $10. That's their minimum, and then just bet $5. Put it on a big parlay. Go win some money. If you hit a parlay, you get even more, plus the bonus bets, no matter whether you win or lose. So it's an incredible deal, but you must be 21 years or older to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Now on to the Friday parlay. All right, we got a three-legger for you this week, and it's plus 272 on DraftKings. Here we go. Let's get a winner. Alprince Şengün, 20 plus points. Gary Trent Jr., under 17.5 PRAs. And CJ McCollum, 16 plus points. I'm going to break each one down. I'll try to be quick with it. Şengün of the Houston Rockets to score 20 plus. His line right now for points is about 23.5 because he gets the best matchup known to mankind. I mean, you saw it earlier on the slides. Only Nick Richards stands in his way. This Hornets team cannot stop anybody down low. And side note, I actually kind of like Nick Richards' PRAs himself as well. Just a little side note. But anyways, Hornets giving up the most points to centers by far, as I mentioned, as you guys saw already. Şengün is averaging 22 points per game. He scored 20 or more points in 16 of his last 21, and in 3 of those 5 that he missed, he had 18 or 19 points. So he's always right around there. It's a great matchup. Rockets are not playing great basketball, so I think it's going to be actually kind of a competitive game. I actually kind of lean Hornets plus 5.5. Call me crazy, I know. But give me Şengün to score 20 plus in a great matchup. Next one. This is kind of off the radar. Gary Trent Jr., the starter for the Toronto Raptors, under 17.5 PRAs. Now, he is a player, if you watch the Raptors, you know this, but he relies on scoring. Scoring and scoring alone, guys. He is only averaging 2.5 rebounds plus assists in the last 5 games. 2.5. It is not pretty. He can have a good shooting night every once in a while. If he does that, sometimes then we're going to miss out. It doesn't happen a ton. He is a starter, but he still only plays about low to mid 20s minutes. 2 games ago, he scored 16 points, which is a really good game for him. You think, oh my God, he scored 16, you have no chance. He had 1 rebound and 0 assists, had 17 PRAs, and still fell under this. And then last game, he just had 0 rebounds and 2 assists with 6 points. I mean, there are games where he goes well under this, which is crazy because 17.5 is low. Obviously, if he comes out shooting the ball well, he's going to get more minutes, and then we're going to be in trouble. But I like to take my chances with this one. So, like I said, the minutes range from 21 to 30 minutes the last 2 games, but he's usually in that low to mid 20s minutes, so not a ton. And of course, he's playing the Clippers. That's a tough matchup. So give me the under 17.5 PRAs for Gary Trent Jr. And the final one, CJ McCollum, 16 plus points. His line is around 17.5, 18.5 right now. I took it all the way down to 15.5. You can take just 15. You can take his normal line if you want. I think he probably scores 18 or more in this game. He plays the Thunder. He played them earlier this season. It was a great matchup. He scored 29 points. I know Brandon Ingram did not play that game. I checked it out. Zion did. But still, it's a good matchup for him. It's going to be a high-paced game that the Thunder bring top 10 pace into this game. CJ averages 20 points per game. I'm just asking him to score 16 points in this one. That's right. He just scored 33 last game. So he's in good form, playing well. So give me CJ to score 16 plus. Give me Gary Trent Jr. of the Raptors to go under 17.5 PRAs. And Alperen Şengün to score 20 or more points. Put that together, you get plus 272 on DraftKings. I know I could have taken more of a chance, got up to 325, 350, all that. But you know what? I just want a freaking winner. That's all I want. That would just make my day. So, anyways, those are our 2 bets and the Friday parlay. I may add another single bet as well tomorrow. And also on this Friday parlay, I don't mind Gary Trent Jr. obviously on its own under 17.5 PRA. So you guys put together your bets, your parlays, however you guys like it. Just wanted to point that out. This is just what we're going with. So those are the bets for today. Now let's check out the bets recap. All right, we start with the Phoenix Suns -4.5, -110 on DraftKings, and then we got our boy Jared Allen to do it again, over 16.5 points at -115 on FanDuel. And the Friday parlay, Şengün 20 plus, Trent Jr. under 17.5 PRAs, and CJ McCollum 16 plus points. I may have an added bet tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. I will put it in the pinned comments on X and on Discord like I always do. I'm treading carefully with player props. Obviously, you saw 3 there in the Friday parlay. But when it comes to single best bets, I am going to be a little careful on those. That's for sure. At least until, last year, I remember after the All-Star break was kind of tough too. So just tread carefully around this time of the year. But anyways, I want to say thank you for all the support, getting us over 20,000 subscribers this year or this week. And just all the views and everything, and for dealing with my sickness. So it's been a crazy week. Hopefully, I can shake this weekend, and we can be back at it on Monday. So anyways, hope everyone has a great weekend. Enjoy some basketball, enjoy some football, and enjoy some golf. We'll talk to you soon.